Good evening, I'm McKenna Nobles, and thank you so much for joining me for Wiregrass Daily News at 6. A mobile home on Highway 134 was destroyed by fire early this morning after being struck by lightning, according to officials. New Brockton Fire, along with Goodman and Elba Fire departments, responded to the blaze in the 1200 block of Highway 134 around 2:56 a.m. The homeowner reported that the fire started after a lightning strike during a storm. Firefighters initially tried to enter the home but had to retreat after the roof collapsed. Luckily, no injuries were reported, and fire crews they focused on the exterior to distinguish that blaze. And earlier today, city officials and military leaders gathered in Dothan for the State of Fort Novosel meeting. Major General Claire Gill, along with local leaders, discussed Fort Novosel's economic impact and future plans. Now, the base remains Alabama's 5th largest employer and the largest employer south of Montgomery in the state. They generate $9 billion, and that was last year alone. More than 118,000 students trained there last year, logging over 236,000 flight hours. That is 1/3 of the entire Army's flight time. And then some new developments that have happened on the base is the William A. Howell Training Support Facility, upgrades to pilot training, and the launch of Flight School Next. This will improve aviator skills and this will improve everyone's aviator skills and add a new way of teaching to the base. A new barracks project is aiming to be completed by the spring of 2026 that will house 320 enlisted soldiers. Also happening today at Landmark Park, the Alabama Department of Education's GEMS program hosted a showcase which brought young female students together for a day of STEM learning and collaboration. This event featured keynote speakers and interactive project displays with around 80 girls from 2nd through 12th grade. GEMS coordinator Hannah Bradley highlighted the program's focus on teamwork over competition, allowing students to present year-long projects. The education coordinator, Kelly Currington of Landmark Park, praised the event's impact, emphasizing the importance of hands-on learning experience and sparking students' interest in STEM fields. Speakers shared insight into STEM careers, including nuclear science, inspiring students to explore opportunities in math and science. Now, this event aimed to close the gender gap in STEM by building interest and confidence in young girls. We're going to get into today's video story now, and I did an interview with a member of the Society of St. Andrew, a nonprofit who works with local farmers to feed those in need. Let's take a look. You want to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me kind of why you're here?
My name is Megan Baxley. I work with the Society of St. Andrew. We are a gleaning organization, and we are out of Virginia. But I specifically cover the Panhandle of Florida, South Georgia, and South Alabama.
And so I know you said y'all essentially do what?
Glean.
What does that mean?
So gleaning is a very old biblical principle. I'm sure some people heard about probably like in Sunday school, but we go in after farmers harvest and we pick any produce that may be left that is still in great condition, and we get it out to nonprofits in the community that focus on food insecurity.
And so what kind of organizations are you guys partnering with? And then so do they distribute the food out to the people that need it?
We partner with nonprofits that do focus on food insecurity, and hopefully as close to that actual farmer as possible. So we are keeping it in the farmer's local community, and they do the distribution. So that's the best case scenario is if the nonprofit can meet us at the farm or even send volunteers that help us get it packaged up. We get it in their box trucks, vehicles, whatever, and then they're able to get it out into the community. But however we best have to organize to make it work for that community nonprofit, we do the best we can.
Well, that's great. And I know obviously there's different times of year where you harvest certain types of vegetables and fruits and whatnot. So do y'all have like a time frame of when you actually go out and harvest?
Just whatever works for the farmer. Of course, we're working through all the different seasons. I've heard several times since I started working with Society of St. Andrew about, oh, this is our downtime or this is our downtime. But we are so fortunate in this area to not have a downtime.
You want to go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me kind of why you're here.
My name is Megan Baxley. I work with the Society of St. Andrew. We are a gleaning organization, and we are out of Virginia.
And of course, again, that's just a little sneak peek. The entire interview will be posted a little bit later. And I just want to say you could really tell how passionate Megan was about the work she does and working with these local farmers. And we really couldn't live in a better area to help those in need with food because we have so many farmers in our area. And if you are interested in volunteering or just kind of learning more about the organization, you can visit their website, which you can find on our website in the article. Well, we're getting into some state news now. Governor Kay Ivey has signed Senate Bill 79, known as the What is a Woman Bill, into law. The bill's sponsor, Senator April Weaver and Representative Susan DuBose, joined Ivey in her office for the signing today. Following the signing, Governor Ivey issued a statement saying, part quote, "If the good Lord made you a boy, you're a boy. And if he made you a girl, you're a girl. In Alabama, we believe there are two genders, male and female. There's nothing complicated or controversial about it." Now, the bill's passage comes amid national debates over gender definitions. Supporters say it reinforces traditional gender roles, while critics argue it marginalizes transgender individuals. Getting into a scam alert. The Holmes County Sheriff's Office is warning the community about a toll payment scam. And I'll admit, I even have gotten this. I have one sitting on my phone right now. And let me tell you, it does look real. Now, scammers often send these fake text messages with misleading links, such as those for Toll Wizard 3000. To protect yourself, obviously, do not click that link. Legitimate toll agencies won't text you unexpectedly. You need to verify directly by checking your toll account or contacting the official agency. And report and block any suspicious messages. If you owe a toll, the official agency will contact you securely. Again, not with any unexpected texts. Now, guys, of course, before we wrap things up, actually, I'm going to backtrack a second, back to the scams. I do just want to say, especially if you have any older relatives or older neighbors, friends, especially make sure they know about this. Because I can even say my grandmother, I've been sitting there with her, and she was trying to explain to me about something about how they were saying her account had been locked, she owed someone money. It was a scam. So just definitely make sure to check on those older people in your life and let them know about any scams that are happening. Now let's go ahead and get into weather. Tonight, skies are going to clear with partly cloudy conditions. They're going to clear to partly cloudy conditions with a low of about 42. And wind speeds are going to range from about 10 to 15 miles per hour. And again, that rain chance from the beginning of the day to the evening dropped pretty significantly. So it's not looking like we're going to get any rain tonight. I think the next day we're possibly going to get some rain is starting Sunday morning. So if you have any plans, maybe go out and get those done Saturday, especially if you're not doing anything on Valentine's Day, you're waiting till the weekend. I'd go ahead and do it on Saturday, not Sunday, if you want to do something outside. Well, of course, again, I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight. I hope everyone has a fantastic evening and a happy Valentine's Day. I'll see you here tomorrow.